Hi team, welcome to the next segment of Team Member Spotlight. And today we have the pleasure of meeting with Ashley Galloway. Ashley, will you tell everybody your title, please?
Yes, hi everyone. I am Ashley Galloway and I am currently one of the training and quality assurance coordinators in the CMSO.
Awesome, thank you, Ashley. And let's start with asking a few questions to get to know Ashley better. We're going to start talking about your career journey. I want to know what that looks like as far as, where you got started and how you ended up here.
Okay, sure. So I actually started when I was a senior during my undergraduate studies. I was attending Winston-Salem State University, and I received the opportunity to get a paid internship with Carolina's healthcare system at the time through their diversity and inclusion program. They were doing an initiative to kind of connect HBCU students, historically Black colleges and universities, with Fortune 500 companies to be able to have us have the opportunity to do internships. So that's kind of how I started. And with that, I started in HR, and then I kind of moved on to telehealth. I began.
Oh wow! I didn't know that.
Yeah, I was a lead trainer.
Okay.
And for the second shift team. So I worked second shift for like 2 years.
Oh, that's
Yes.
Brutal.
Yes,
Yeah.
but I love my team. I love my leadership. So it was pretty good. They, they were good to me. So, I kind of took it as a stepping stone. And then that's when, after that, I was told from a friend about medical staff services. That was my first introduction into medical staff.
Okay.
And so I sent my resume over. The leadership reached out to me and was like, yes, like, can you come in? Like,
Wow.
I was like the next day, and I was like, sure,
Okay.
I'll come in. So I was reading up, and I was like, well,
What is it? What is it?
medical
Yeah.
staff?
Yeah, I have a hard time explaining to people what we do.
Because it was something that I never really
Yeah.
look into as far as my career goes. So I was like, okay. So I looked, I said, okay, this is policies, bylaws,
Yeah.
procedures, basically the foundation of the organization.
Yeah.
And my bachelor's is in healthcare administration, and my
Okay.
master's is in health education and promotion. So I was like, wow, like I didn't even,
That
kind
fits.
of right.
Yeah.
They kind of fit together.
Yeah.
So I started with medical staff in 2017. I began as a credentialing coordinator, and then I transitioned and advanced into the medical staff specialist role, where I was responsible for the governance of Carolina's rehabilitation and Atrium Health University. And then later on, I acquired Pineville as well when we were having some transitions throughout that department.
So that position grew and expanded.
Absolutely. So with that role, that's really when I kind of learned that, this is something that I really, really love and enjoy with creating the policies or managing the policies, making sure that everyone is following the rules.
Which is
And
why
in
you're on the
compliance.
team that you are
Yeah,
here.
right. And so, I did that for a few years, and then I was told about an opportunity from a friend that actually works in the department now with Novant Health.
Yeah.
And she was like, I really think this will be a good position for you. I know that you're very particular about things. You like to create things. And I was like, okay. So I looked into it and
Thank you, friend.
had the interview, and the interviews were very organic with you all. Like, they were probably one of the best interviews I've ever had.
Awesome. That's good to hear.
I was like, I prayed about it, and I said, Lord, if this is where I'm supposed to be, make it happen. He opened the door, and I'm here, and
Voila.
I enjoy it.
Yeah.
I enjoy it. It's a great team.
So glad to have you.
Thank
So
you.
tell me about who was most influential throughout your career, whether it's work or life. Who was influential in your life, and tell me why?
So I've had quite a few mentors, actually. One of my main mentors, her name is Arlene Cash, and she is actually one of the, she's one of the ones at Atrium that actually was one of the first people within the diversity and inclusion. She kind of elevated it to the level that it's at now.
So she put a foundation down.
Absolutely. And so with her, it was just one of those things where she kind of, talked to me about diversity and inclusion and why it was important, and just being the type of woman that she was, it kind of showed me, okay, you can be yourself.
Yeah.
Still in these spaces, and that's okay.
Yeah.
People will acquire, they'll be fine.
Yeah.
And just kind of stay true to yourself. And I've had 3 or 4 other mentors as well that just kind of helped me transition through, the corporate ladder, these roles, and kind of learning myself, understanding myself, understanding, how to be right or within myself, and how to be okay with that.
Yeah, how you show up.
Yep, absolutely, how I show up. And so it's been quite a few people, that just kind of, I kind of went to for guidance or for advice to kind of see, how do I maneuver this corporate life, like in these roles and in these spaces, and not feel like I have to shrink myself down or not be my authentic self when I'm showing up in the room, and to be okay with that. So there's been a lot of factors.
It's so important to have what I call ushers in life. They kind of usher you through, and sometimes ushers are only there for a season.
Yeah. That's right.
They get you through that season, and then they hand you off to another.
Yeah.
You meet somebody else.
Yeah.
That's how life has been working for me.
Yeah.
Let's talk about work-life balance. What does it look like for you? Tell me about Ashley's self-care. How do you enjoy your downtime?
Yeah. So work-life balance to me is important. It's very important because I've been in a place before where I was totally consumed with work to the point where my husband would have to tell me, you need to turn that computer off at 10 o'clock at night. So, you just get so consumed with it. So it's very important for me to kind of just remove myself, right? To have roles now that allow me to, if I go on a week's vacation, not be worried about, when I come back, am I going to come back to 3,000 emails or something that I have to do, or just to be able to enjoy those moments outside of work. But of course, while you're at work, doing your work and being in that moment. But being able to detach is important for me.
Have that separation.
Yep. And I kind of, I'm very chill for the most part. People have told me this all the time, like I don't really, I
think you're very chill.
I don't really, let things get to me. I kind of go with the flow, let things be. If I make a mistake, I make a mistake, right? Like we'll fix it, or it'll get fixed. I kind of, I've been practicing. That's a part of my self-care, not beating myself up for things that you can't change. So that's a part of my self-care, and kind of how I do the work-life balance, kind of detaching and separating the two, and kind of, this is work, this is home, and that's how I kind of balance the two out.
I love that. Now, speaking of home, who's in the house? Tell me about your household setup.
Yeah, so right now it's just me and my husband and our dog, Ace.
Ace. Okay. We got a dog.
Yeah, our first son, our fur baby. For now. Hopefully we'll be bringing some kids in soon. But for now, it's just me and him and the dog.
Gotcha. You, hubby, and the dog.
Yeah.
So what do you do for fun? What does Ashley do outside of work? Any hobbies, recreation?
Yeah, so I like to plan and design events.
We have an event planner.
I love to do that. So I have a small business that I do that on the side. I just launched it in January.
Okay, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But it's been doing pretty good so far. I like museums. I love museums. I love art exhibits, like at the Mint Museum, and I love plays. Just artsy, those artsy type things. I love
those venues.
Learning, education, anything I can do like that, like at a museum or at a play. I enjoy those types of things.
So when I find a man and get married,
Absolutely.
I know to contact you so you can plan my wedding. Now I want that whole big wedding, like the Tyler Perry movie with girls hang.
Yep.
Okay, so I got you. Bet.
I had designed my own wedding, and it got canceled due to COVID.
COVID.
But it was at the Levine Museum of the New South, and so it was going to be beautiful, but hey, I got you.
Yeah,
I got
you got the man.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'll find one of them too if I can,
Okay, we might have to do it,
Absolutely.
yeah. Well, we done took a whole left turn on this conversation. So finally, I want to know a fun fact, a little known fact about Ashley, something that me or the team may not know about you. We now know you're an event planner.
A fun fact.
Yeah.
I love fashion.
Okay.
Like outside of work, like outside of my conservative work clothes. I love fashion. I love putting clothes together, putting pieces together. I love switching up my looks, my hair.
Yeah, me too. Yes.
Yeah, that's a fun. But I'll look like someone different.
A fashionista.
Yeah. I try to be.
I love it.
I try to be.
I love it. Well, Ashley, this has been great conversation.
Thank
And
you.
let me
It has
just
been
let the
great.
team know, okay? Ashley was here for a total different reason today, and I just kind of grabbed her, literally grabbed her and put her on camera. So this is very impromptu. She did great, and this gives you the opportunity to get to know Ashley better. I'm going to include her email address in the video. So yeah, you can reach out and ask her any additional questions that we didn't discuss here today. Ashley, thank you for being here on Team Member Spotlight.
Thank you for having me, Tamika.
All right, see you next time.